It's the Waitrose effect. Do you see that? That was a Waitrose. Waitrose, Barnardo's, next to each other with a car park.
Someone mentioned this week that they tried the Waitrose whole theory out and it didn't work. And my answer was, yeah, but you got to go to an actual nice town.
It has to be a combination of things.
I mean, the Waitrose next to a charity shop's in, say, in a war zone. Probably not ideal.
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, you know, there are other, you know, factors that do go into it. However, this is prime real estate because it is a Waitrose next to a charity shop with a car park. So what it is the fact is that someone can drive up,
drop off the stuff,
and do their shopping. It's convenience. Rich people like convenience.
Indeedies.
I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm going to say it's a thing. Anyway.
I love how I just said... I can't even. Like, I agree. Like, yeah, 100%. That's a factual statement.
Yeah, it's factual. No, but it is convenient, isn't it? Because sometimes you end up driving around like for like 7 days with a bag of trash stuff because you can't stop outside the shops.
100%. These are what I like to call the site Air Max 97s, or just the steel toes, as the lads call them.
Would you pick these up?
No, not at all. They are steel toe cap trainers style shoes for
workmen. I think because you.
I was joshing with you.
I think because you touch everything, sometimes people think that
you say this all the time. You're so weird. I don't touch everything. I touch everything, do I?
Yeah, you just fondled in that pocket for no reason.
I wanted to see what it was, the brand.
Okay, so you do touch things quite a lot.
I mean, that's kind of my job. So for me now, to watch this video without me touching things would be hard to make a video.
No, but I mean over touching things.
What do you mean?
Like,
I'm looking for a label. That's it. Move on. Like, get over it.
I bet you I'm somewhere in the shop not touching things.
Well, you do not do a very good job then, are you?
What is this?
This is a vintage Zip made in the UK country style jacket. I think it's quite cool. The print's cool. Bit controversial as regards the actual flaggage, but we won't go there. It's an old school country music jacket, and I think I've got a feeling it's probably from the thing I think is like late 90s.
Wonderful. How much?
It looks a lot older.
How much did you pay?
Like 4 or 5 quid.
How much would you expect?
Maybe a little more than that, like 6. Probably about 45, 50. I've seen a couple go for like next to nothing, but like on Etsy and stuff. And I think if you actually research the brand, they're an actual brand of like, what do you call them, like satin jackets.
Yes.
They're not just a cheap print market job, so they does have some value.
Where do you think this will best sell? Look at us with the facts.
Do you know what? Like, I'll go on a limb and say probably I would expect in my mind. I think Depop, but probably Vinted if I'm honest.
Wow.
But we don't use Vinted, do we?
No.
Haters.
Haters gonna hate. Anyway, Depop or Vinted. What's this?
This is in the air tonight.
How does it go?
I can.
Coming in the air tonight.
It's a single stitch.
Oh yeah.
It's a single stitch vintage Virgin Records, I think. Promo shirt for Phil Collins. In the air tonight. We won't sing again.
He's
promise.
a local chap, lives in Bath. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that. Well.
Oh no, is it Peter Gabriel lives in Bath? Which one is it?
Do you know, honestly, at this point,
no, it's Paul,
losing the will to live.
His name?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. And his
Paul
daughter...
Collins. Were you going to say Paul Collins?
His daughter is Emily in Parish.
She is indeed.
She's Emily.
So if you've seen the Netflix hit TV show, Emily in Paris, what T-shirt? 40 quid. If it had been a larger print, it would have been like more like 70, 80. But based on the fact that it's obviously like a smaller logo, it's not like kind of a splashy all over print or anything. I think there's like slightly less value in it, but it's cool nonetheless, and it's a great pickup.
Undercover fan.
Yeah, like the colours actually remind me of kind of early Jordan stuff, like Bugs Bunny kind of Jordan.
Yeah, like the Just Do It t-shirts from the 90s. Yes,
exactly that.
Side note, it was £2.50. Austin also picked up this vintage, and we decided against it because I just got a thing about it.
It's the Purple Ronnie vibes.
Which sell really well, but I think it's a bit crude, if I'm honest.
It's not that. I think it's a bit like we...
It's that for me, okay?
Okay.
What were you going to say?
I'm not going to talk. Okay. I'm done. That's it.
I found this.
Game over.
I found this Fruit of the Loom. Although you would think this was like the thing you shouldn't pick up, for some reason the kids are loving these at the moment, right?
Yeah, well, as most people know, all like a lot of core vintage stuff is printed on Fruit of the Loom because they just make mass quantities of apparel. But now, like, people have kind of cottoned onto that. They actually wear those as the kind of brand if you want.
That was a Barber t-shirt, also £2.50, and it had a goose on it, and it said gossip, and it, honestly, 10 minutes, gossip goose, I still don't get it.
Same.
But it should do 30.
Well, we're morons, so I don't think it's meant for us.
It should do 30.
It's meant for those clever barber folk.
It should be £30. These are Hush sandals. They look like the Birkenstocks.
With a little bit of the old espadrille in the mix.
But they're not. They're like platform, double strapped, but they're brand new with tags or like bottom stickers. But I don't think they would have had tags. That's what I'm saying.
They would not. They were labelled up as £69, and they were looking for, what, 10, I think?
A tenner.
Which is quite strong money, to be honest. But I think you're looking at least, what, 40, 50 right now?
And we're going to go into the right season. We're just about to head into prime real estate for the whole footbeds.
I was just going to say, they also have the Berkey style footbeds, which if you've ever owned, you only have to put your foot in once, and they're ruined. So these are like... No, bear with me. As regards sale, you can see no one's even tried those on.
When you get to the boot sale season, you can see like people's toes on Birkenstocks.
It makes me feel physically ill.
Yeah, they still sell though. Ribcoff, I'm not buying a Ribcoff at the moment, unless it's like really spectacular, maybe a sparkle.
I gotta say, I'm gonna go on record and say the only Ribcoff I'm looking at the moment is the jazzy stuff.
Yeah, it still sells, but obviously for a lot less than it was going for, and you're still going to get your bread and butter money for it. So if you can pick it up for the right price and good sizes and things like that, then it is still very much worth picking up.
I feel a lot of it is priced slightly higher now at the moment as well, whereas we were getting it for £3 or £4 a piece. Like in general, like £10 for like just a mere Ribcoff piece, not so much.
Mark chain, bit of grass on it. This is nice. It's like a A-line pleated embroidery on glaze, sort of shimmy. And then I picked up this. This is fully beaded. It's red. It's Max Mara. It's a size large. It's high neck. It's like, I don't know how to describe it.
What's the actual brand? I can't see.
It's really heavy. And I need to do some more research into it. So I won't.
It says something but like by Max Mara, which is very rare actually. It's usually like a sub brand, isn't it? But yeah, that's not.
It's particularly nice, and it's got that like Y2K like.
It was also so heavy.
Vintage flex.
Yeah, true story.
It was like £4.50. So
speaking of vintage flexes,
I would expect at least 100 back for it. This is a Y2K, £2.50 new look. Now we're gonna try it because it's got the cow neck, it's got the layers, it's got the weird stripe ombre thing that looks like carbon fiber sort of.
I feel like it's more like one of those magic eyes from back in the day.
I reckon we can get 35-40 for that.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, and I'm gonna try it on Depop, on your vintage Depop.
All right.
And I'm going to put it on Vinted. I'm going to put it on eBay. And let's test it.
Cool.
Well, only because we did so well on that Morgan de Toy dress.
Do you know what? I see a lot of people saying just kind of randomness as regards Y2K. And because we are, I'm having issues there, aren't I? You left that in just to mug me, didn't you?
I hate vests. I hate them.
I tried my best with that. Another piece which is very Y2K looking.
Karen Millen. Don't normally pick up Karen Millen. Anyone knows about my Karen Millen version. This was £3 or something like that. But I thought it was giving Clueless.
Yeah, 100%. I actually think that's her friend, not her friend. That's her vibes. No,
yeah, I know the other one.
What's her real name in real life?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I actually think what's important to point out here is we are the luxury pickers and we specialise in luxury clothing. If you've never watched our videos, we specialise in luxury clothing. But sometimes you got to pick up the bread and butter to fund the luxury. And when the luxury is not in the charity shops, then you need to source the luxury elsewhere. And in order to do that, you need to make some money. And through selling bread and butter, we make disposable income, cash, money. That's not the right wording. To fund more luxury items.
We do indeed. That was a bloody mouthful, though.
And it's something that anyone can do, and anyone can pop into a charity shop, pick up these things, and make some money, whether you want to fund a holiday, a new car, your mortgage.
Or you want to buy yourself a really fancy pants slap-up meal at Greg's.
Yeah. Oh. You're something good. Anyway, check the sunglasses. It is sunglasses season. Always check the ties and belts, but we are moving into sunglass season, so check the sunglasses. We love sunglasses here. We actually picked some really good ones up today, which will be featured in the video.
Upcoming video.
upcoming video. But I always make Austin check the glasses. He's quite good at it. It's like one of his main skills in life is checking sunglasses, isn't it?
I like to think that if I ever were to be in the situation going forward, I needed a resume of any kind, that would be on my resume.
Exactly, right?
You know? Like the best in the land at sunglass inspecting.
Checking.
Yeah, big
also,
time.
at boot sale, sunglasses are rarely checked. Check sunglasses.
Well, I think the problem is most of the time. Oh, talk about this quickly.
£4.50. This is a Brutus shirt. Brutus is very highly associated with
mods.
And they also sell really well. So you can get £40 to £50 for a short sleeve shirt. But if you pick up the original like 70s proper good ones, you can get that kind of money. About 75 to 80.
Someone once told me that obviously there's, I get it now, there's obviously lots of different fits. Yes. Trim fit, this fit. I don't know what that was then. It was more of a classic one.
Well, you chose not to show us, but yes.
I did show us. It's just you can't see it.
Oh, is it because you went too fast, Austin?
What?
Yes, Austin.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me about this belt. There it is.
What does that say? Something fit. Oh, goodness. I found this belt. It's really nice. I wish it had some kind of stamping on, but I believe it was homemade. But look at that buckle. It was just so special. It was really like nice. Molten brass.
Yeah, it was actually.
And if I had more confidence to like use Etsy and stuff, I would have bought it, but I don't.
At first, I thought it was some kind of random shape or pattern which I couldn't like actually see, like it was like a logo or something.
Yeah.
And then I realised that the belt itself was very handmade. Although it was leather and it was very nice, it was handmade.
The other side of the shop, swimsuits is a great thing to pick up this time of year. Most charity shops only put them out of their newer tags because of hygiene reasons. However, they're great to pick up and they normally sell really fast. Actually, all year round because it's really hard to buy swimwear in the winter months when people go on winter holidays. So they tend to buy sort of
online.
Tags
you're
online.
Right, actually.
Yeah, I because we like.
And that's exactly why if we find one, we put them up all year round.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And especially designer swimsuits, you can pick them up if they've been used. Obviously, launder them, please. Anyway.
I don't know what to tell you. Go on, moving on.
This shop sells Zara. It's a British Red Cross, and it does
Zara.
It sells a lot of newer tag Zara. You know, one of those.
I thought the sign outside said Zara. There was that much in there.
Yeah, okay, they sell a lot of Zara. Anyway, what I wanted to point out, though, that's a Liberty tie, £10, too much money. They sell for about
vintage.
£25.
Yep.
They have a vintage section, pole hunches. Pole hunches?
A pole hunch.
Wow. Look at my pole hunch.
This is a vintage Jordan. It's a brand from many, many moons ago. I think they still produce now. If they don't, yeah, they do, don't they? But they are kind of very, very high-end fashion.
What I was going to say about Zara Home is don't sleep on Zara Home. So firstly, I like Zara Home. Look at these wonky plates. I love a wonky plate.
You like a wonky anything, don't you?
I love a wonky plate. What I would recommend, especially with these shops that obviously are doing like clothing seconds, when it comes to home seconds, unless they're broken, they're mainly going to be things that didn't sell or whatnot. Right, I go to Zara Home and just look at highest sold in categories like bedding and plates and stuff because I did just that and I found that you can sell cashmere blankets for £200.
Madness.
And you can also, which isn't new with tags, and they had a lot of blankets in here and lamps for £400.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's obviously things that are sought after in different categories, and I'm not saying you're going to find that lamp, but you might find a very similar lamp.
Yeah, but you say that
and get very good money for it.
To be honest with you, if it was in the store and it got scratched, we all know they couldn't sell it, right?
Yeah.
They don't do discounts in Zara, for example, for floor models.
Yeah.
So those will end up somewhere eventually. So there's a good chance that with all those stores, you might find something like that.
It's the same with Zara jewellery. I really like Zara earrings, for example.
I think you mentioned that about 15 times this week.
They resell really well, but you know, look in these shops, make an opportunity. This is Zara newer tags. I think that would have sold on SOCAIL on its own because that utility chore dark green,
like a linen vibe,
is lovely. But it was 15 newer tags, but not newer tags, if that makes sense.
Do you think, interesting side note, do you think the amount of Zara, as much as we joke in charity shops, has downed the clothing market of Zara slightly?
No.
No, it's mad. I agree with you. I don't think it does.
It's not the same stuff that's popular, if that
Talk
makes sense.
Talk about
this. This is Ob Molly. I think it's tied the wrong way. Ob Molly is a great brand to pick up. The label's very similar to River Island, so watch out. River Island like to copy labels. Anyway, the tunics sell really well. The more boho, the better. The more embroidered, the better. The more, that kind of like vibe that you see? See what I'm saying? Festival floral embroidered. Anyway, they sell for about 40 to 50. If you get the maxi dresses, you're going to get more. If you get that, the more extravagant, the better.
I feel it looks like what I call American boho.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, you know,
feel
like
me?
in the, like, 2000s where, like, Misha Barton was wearing, like, braids in their hair.
Yeah, and with, like cowboy boots.
You
but
know
like,
what I'm talking about, don't you?
Exactly.
Coachella, before Coachella became, like, boring.
Yep.
Anyway,
Look at these dreamers, lost and found straight off the bat.
Yeah, so these are leather Bond Point clogs, children's clogs. We mentioned Bond Point before. It's a children's brand. £4.50.
It's an uber expensive children's brand.
Yes, these are obviously brand new without tags. They're a children's size 1, I think.
Yeah, they were.
Which technically you could have an adult with size 1 feet. That's
Oh, fair enough.
That's not unheard of, is it?
No, not at all.
£4.50, and look, I'm very shocked. But I think this is like a bit too much, if I'm honest. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration and shocked face, but I left it in for the amusement factor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amused.
This is the logo you're looking out for, and those shoes are retail £150, current season.
For children's.
Yeah, and it appears that they make them in different colours every season.
Cool.
So it's like one of their like cult products.
Which is also really cool because it means you can age it a little bit better as well.
Yeah, you should be able to get 50, 60, 70 pounds for them.
Like for a pair of children's clogs though.
Yes.
Just saying.
This is an Andor dress by John Lewis, striped. It's nice. It's like midi length. It's got like a tied neck thing or
I really like this.
Belt. I'm telling you, I'm going to predict it now. I think Andor is going to be the next Hush.
What, as in we're going to see a lot of it, but it's like
I
mid-range prices?
No, I think it's going to be a really good bread and butter brand, but it hasn't hit just quite yet.
So the price is still quite high on Andor. People aren't buying that. They'll drop slightly and people will buy.
Retail price is very mid, but if you get the right thing with the right desirability factor...
Yeah, but that's a banging dress in comparison to some of the stuff you showed as a brand new case, in fairness.
Denim, 65.
Yeah, all right. There's a big difference, that's what I'm saying.
It depends what you pick up. If you can pick up the right things that are desired. But I'm telling you, the retail of the dresses is only about £50 or £60.
So what you're saying is even that going, it might have been more than 50 or 60, but it definitely wouldn't have been 300 odd.
100%.
100%, I get it. Okay, very interesting, factual episode there, Bethany.
Okay, Austin, I'll see you tomorrow.
No. Bye.